Leg your malls, nigga. No. Fuck.
Less twins.
He called you a cowboy. What did he mean? What are you?
No, I'm going to kill you.
Just a humble bounty hunter, man.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all living, man? Is everybody good? You understand what I'm saying? Because ew, Pete, man, I'ma switch it up on this one for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let the doc quarterback this one. You dig? Get comfortable because this battle right here was different, man. This battle right here was different, and I wanted to fully lock in on this because this exchange, you know what I mean? This battle, it just felt like it had way more weight to it. You know what I'm saying? Two big names, but I felt like it was way more personal. We talking the twins versus GAMAL, and you just felt it within the room. You know what I'm saying? Like this wasn't just some regular, typical, ordinary ass battle. And it's the first time that they ever stepped on stage and actually battled each other, both twins being present. So the way to this exchange, you just knew as soon as these cats stepped onto the floor that there was even more attached to it, like something more personal. So I just wanted to really lock in, fully give my attention to this shit, and see if the doc can prescribe something. You know what I'm saying? So at least I can do is give y'all the wind up. You know what I mean? Let me at least go ahead and get to the okay. But you know, here it is. And I mean, they're not finna waste no time. You know what I'm saying? The twins, by the way that they taking over the stage, you already feel their dominance. They finna kill the fuck out of that. Nice. It's like the fifth time already, but I'm telling you, just they wanted them niggas dead, bro. They wanted to embarrass the fuck out of them. I'm not gonna lie though, energy aside, this round is not that strong, but we gonna talk about it. Thus far. That was sick how he flipped that. Nice. They really was not finna play with them. I like that though, man, because you had to. You had to, man. Assert yourself, brother. Sick. Sick. With the force. So a lot of it already automatically is they calling it biting. This wasn't just a typical battle, man. Nice, man. Sick. 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 Oh. Oh. That's sick. Nice. 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 I don't know what the fuck Laurent is doing. Maybe he just he on some Cardi shit. Cause anything else, my boy, I don't know. All right. It was funny as hell for this. That was foul. It was funny as hell for that. I think this is when they really started to apply pressure. Oh shit. Nice. That's my baby. That's my baby. Flex. It was a solid response. Sick. Huh? Chee. Nice. Nice. Small. Nice. Nice. Damn, man. Damn, man. I'm telling you, man. You felt it, man. These niggas was not fucking with them. Nice. Nice. That was sick. That was sick. Nice. Sick. Sick. It's tough, man. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. Captain, like I already know who I'm voting for, man. Come on.
3, 2, 1.
All right. No script, the only one that said tie. Now, I just wanted to break this down because I feel like I had said since the beginning that there's way more going on here, which really doesn't even fully matter because it's all about the dance at the end of the day. But just the weight of this exchange, there was a lot of personal feelings amongst the dancers themselves, things that I definitely connected to and resonated with. And then just overall, like the idea of what this battle is, you know, in terms of like, you know, the twins, the originators of this particular approach with the dance. And then you got the GAMALs that feel like, you know, the copycats, you know, in a way. And the way that I had started to assess it was like when I first started to watch the GAMALs, I had Astral because I didn't want to project. I know in terms of like what my mind thinks of naturally. When I see them, I'm gonna think of the twins. You know, it's just because I've seen them first, their format, everything about what they've provided to the dance. There are a lot of similarities within the GAMALs. Like there's just, I mean, like I said, very genuinely me just saying if I see them and I'm not knowing who they are beforehand, instinctively I will think of the twins. It's just something that I would have to speak on and address before I move forward. And so I had asked, what is their reputation like amongst the space and you know, the scene for where they're at, like the Europe scene and everything, because I don't know if people look at them as, you know, like a problematic group of dancers, like, oh, they're just the copycats, the biters, the whatever, or do people like respect them for them? Like, do they have their own identity? And I've heard like different people really speak on the fact that they've built a name for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And so they've been able to create an identity that is them and play off the things that I feel like a lot of people have taken things and perspective from the twins to be able to utilize for their dance. Like the whole chemistry thing, the connection, the no looking, tapping stuff, doing things. It's not as if the twins invented it, but they definitely popularized the fuck out of it. They definitely made it like a thing to where more dancers was doing that for sure. It's just the fact that they were born twins. Gosh, damn. They were born like out there in the Europe areas. Like, damn. They really are like the same build as the twins. Damn. It's just things that I feel like they can't control. So they would have to damn near just not. They can never do hip hop, or else they're gonna just look like the twins. You know what I mean? Of course, the name in itself, maybe they could have chose a different something without le, but it's just when I started to understand more what I felt like I connected to personally is that they've built their own identity, but they will probably never really get past the view or like the perspective of them being copycats. And so like I was more so interested based on like the idea of what the twins felt, you know, but the energy that I got was that we know that these dudes is just some copycats. You know what I mean? Like they want to be us. They're biting us and everything like that. It can all be love still. It's not like I want to build anything within this conversation like a perspective that, you know, the GAMALs are the good guys and the twins are the bad guys, or even vice versa. You know what I mean? It's just more so like these are the perspectives that I had, and this is like more so like what this channel, the purpose of it is to like create these conversations. And so like as I was watching the battle and then just seeing like the biting perspective, or just seeing the GAMALs, like I felt like at first I had thought, and again this is probably just projection of like the confidence dwindling, but maybe that was just more so because I felt like within what I saw from the twins, they just have that character that really never turns off. Like I can be the doc and then I can just be more so personally me. But I feel like most of the times between that space of them being the twins and then whoever they personally are, because I don't even know like them personally to know the difference, but between a Larry and Laurent, like just them and then them as the twins, I feel like when they get into that mode, it's different for them versus some people, because some people don't know how to have that overall like character, that charisma, that stage presence, to where when I watched the first round, it really to me didn't look like they was really doing that much. The repetitiveness of that round was damn near like I would have gave it to the GAMALs automatically, because to me they literally was not really doing too much other than beat killing, riding the same beats, pattern after pattern after pattern, just the same setup. And then if I'm looking at the connection between what they were doing versus what the GAMALs were doing, the GAMALs had at least more fleshed out commandos or routines within what they were presenting with their, you know, their sets and shit. But for some reason, and this is more so where people can hop in the comment section, because I think it's a plethora of things which is hypothetical unless they addressed it, but it's just more so something that I feel like some of it just didn't stick. And that's just, I saw the attempts being made, but some of it was like, that was cool. Some of it just felt like they were the underdogs, you know what I mean? And the twins could be breathing and niggas would fuck with them. And it's not to say, again, to just victimize the twins or victimize the GAMALs, but it's more like the perception of what I felt like. The GAMALs could probably do nothing. They could probably create a third twin right there. And it just wouldn't, I don't know, a way for them to shift the energy in that room. You know what I mean? To make them feel more like comfortable in a sense. Because it just felt like the twins was just dominating pure off of energy. Off of just pure energy. The second and third round, I felt like it got better. Because this first round, like I said, just felt like a bunch of antics and things of that such, like just based off of pure energy. But Larry did a round that felt like it was calm. It wasn't anything like really, when I watch the battle now, I don't think there was like a gap in a way where it's like, I'm just gonna be able to sit here and just highlight the twins. When I watched the twins in that first battle, it just felt like there was mad reasons why they just felt superior, you know what I mean, in every way to the lockers. But in this particular case, I felt like there was a definitely like valid matchup between both the dancers, but I just felt like there was no way the GAMALs was gonna come out of this. So when I look at them now, I actually didn't think they did that bad. I didn't think they did that bad at all. I just think a lot of the stuff for sure wasn't sticking, and I can't tell if that's because the energy amongst the room, if maybe it was just execution, but there were things about what they were doing though that was still valid to me, which would make it more of like a hot take is the GAMALs win. Do they win in your mind? And if not, why? But the twins win, and because I don't see them losing. You know what fucking happened? It's just all conversation, but there's no way they're losing. But to me, it wasn't, I didn't get a clear, definite they won, other than their presence, their energy, and just the overall like understanding of who they are and what the GAMALs are. Like it wasn't on a dance note that I felt like they got fucked up. Third round though, I'll give that to Laurent for sure. So then I'm looking at it between that second round, because the first round I just did not care about. First round they was really like I'm saying, it was really doing nothing. It was hi-hats and drum patterns that they were just repeatedly going over and over and over and over and over and over. So when I'm saying objectively, I'm saying is really take a step back and look at this. And the feelings that I felt personally was more so because I understand. I've had people tell me I look like Slim for the longest. Granted, my relationship with Slim might be different than theirs because I personally like learned from Slim, and then we have the same teacher. But I went through a phase too, man. Like a lot of the people that might not be fully aware of this is like, I was like 15 when I had seen Slim, and I was a kid at the time. So it's like, I looked at Slim, you know, like how people look at the twins, or like how people look at fucking Iron Man, Superman, you know what I mean? Like I thought he was famous, a celebrity and shit. And the way he like inspired me, like not influenced, like the dude is inspired me. Like I was not even doing the dance in that way before. And he made me want to be like him. But I would almost look at what the GAMALs do, and I would say they have a level of inspiration from the twins, influence, whatever, like no question. I don't think what they've created is not without influence from the twin or inspiration. But for me being a kid, like I just was infatuated with dude, you know what I mean? Like to the point where like I just wanted to be like him. Dude was the coolest person on the planet to me. But over the years, you know what I mean, you take a lot of hits just because biting and everything else. And the nigga wasn't really trying to go into it ever like to bite, but it was like they from what the looks of it, like the twins to the GAMALs might have been some of their foundation, but the Slim approach was my foundation until I got with Taboo. And I'm telling you, this was all still at an early age. I maybe started practicing with Taboo like around 16, you know what I mean? And Taboo gave me all perspectives, all understanding. You know, that he taught Slim already, but at the same time, Taboo was my instructor, Taboo was my teacher, but Slim was my visual. So Taboo can give me a whole bunch of information, and I don't know how to apply it necessarily in a way because it's just information, and I got to figure out what to do with it. Slim gave me all the visuals that made me see like what I could do with this shit. But then he became my base, my foundation, and then I was able to like create from there after I gained like a better understanding. But, you know, and then it just came with a bunch of, you know, you look like Slim vibes and everything else. And it's hard to deal with that. You know what I mean? Again, this doesn't take away. It's not to sympathize with the GAMALs, nothing. You know, y'all motherfuckers might not even still be here. But it's just based on that perspective where I was starting to feel, I felt personally like different towards like what they might be feeling on that stage. Having battled Slim before multiple times, and then just dealing with like the feeling of you're never gonna be as good, or like I don't know, it's just like a wicked perspective. Mine was just all love, you know what I mean? Like I literally just looked at this dude like a big brother, like a figure in this space to like give me life within this dance. Because without Slim, I don't do what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like wholeheartedly, everything about what I wanted to do was just show love, and I did, and I know that. But it's just based on like the perception of everybody else is like you look like him, so that's just gonna stick with you forever. And when you on that stage and you battling that person, you getting the biting, you get like you feel like you can't even do. This is just all projection, I guess. At this point, I would want to know how they feel towards it, like the GAMALs, even the twins too, because they have a perspective that is necessary to listen to, especially after how many people, you know, bite the twins and copy them. But I feel like you can get a difference between who's genuinely taking creative inspiration from it and then trying to build on their own versus like trying to mimic them. You know what I mean? We not Ayo and Teo out here, but there's a lot of cats that like definitely utilize what the twins I gave them, but they're not twins. So they don't have to deal with some of those repercussions. And so like a lot of the exchange felt, like I said, just heavier. It just felt heavier. And again, like I said, all this could just be nonsense. And y'all niggas can just look at it like, nope, the twins won. And that's valid. That's valid for sure. But I just wanted to add this part to the video to create conversation around it. Like I said, I don't think the twins was gonna lose this. That would damn near be impossible. But at the same time, I don't feel like this was a battle to me that I could sit here and watch and feel like, yeah, they got waxed, the GAMALs. Like there was nothing that they was doing. I feel like I could have saw another round, to be honest. You know what I mean? Maybe individually, I still feel like LaRon is just a problem in general. But Larry's second round to me did not stand out in some type of way, maybe because it still looked like the first round. You know? There's just certain perspectives to me that just feel, it feels like there's way more to talk about than to just sit here and look through the comments and just believe the twins just murdered these dudes. But I feel like they maybe did on a lot of other factors. Which is why, like, talking about this event, it was more so like I don't really know what we're basing shit off of to give someone the vote. This one wasn't. I guess that's what I would leave it at. Is I didn't feel like there was a clear definitive winner other than the understanding of what the twins provide, but in a way that's just more refined and possibly better. And those things are the only things that I could look at in terms of like the extras, not just the dance. It's just like I said, the stage presence or the dominance, or like you just feel when they are on the floor, it has a different effect. Now that could all just be bias. That's why a lot of this stuff, yeah, it's just a conversation to be had, but I feel like it's necessary. I don't really have no standpoint to leave with to make y'all side with me, but it's all just something to project forward and see what the people are saying because of how big this exchange is with these two names. So I feel like I talked enough. Maybe y'all got something from it. Maybe y'all just like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Either way, leave a comment. Like the video before you get the fuck up out of here. And make sure y'all subscribe, man. We almost there to 7,000. We almost there to 7,000, man. I know a lot of y'all think this is still some small time shit, but I'm telling you, man, the palace is gonna be big one day. The palace is gonna be big one day with or without your sorry ass. You understand what I'm saying? Let me just go ahead and get the wind up going. Woo! Peace.